What's up guys, welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another Exos Heroes video, and welcome back to another character review. And in this video we are going to be reviewing the Fate Core Lepin, which is the Fairy Queen of Protection version, just in case that she does get another Fate Core later down the track. That is just to clarify who we are reviewing today. Now before we do start, like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help the channel, and I really do appreciate all the support that you guys give me. And without further ado, let's start this video. Alright guys, so we'll start this video off as always comparing the normal version of Lepin to the FC version. So the biggest difference here is obviously the addition of the Harbinger of Awakening. So if you know the Fate Core line with the Awakening tag on them, they all have this Harbinger of Awakening. So basically what it is they afflict a mark of revenge, sort of like debuff, I guess you can call it, to an enemy that killed an ally. Now this buff is going to be removed with the target of Mark of Revenge when they are killed or damaged by a Harbinger of Awakening, and this activates the awakening effects of all allies with the awakening skill. Now the awakening skill for Fairy Queen Lepin is basically she gets a buff for her own block by 360 and decreases her critical hit by 180. I do believe this doesn't mean her critical goes down. I think the critical hit rate of opponents goes down by 180. I'm not entirely sure, but the way they word this, it seems like her own critical hit goes down. Not entirely sure about that. However, the thing is she also gets a increase in attack speed by 25. So the awakening buff that FC Lepin gets is basically she increases her block by 360 and decreases the critical hit by 180. Now to me this sounds like her own critical hit goes down by 180, but I do believe this is decreasing the critical hit rate of the opponent on her by 180. I'm not entirely sure, but you can correct me down in the comments below. Just the way they worded this feels like she actually gets a debuff instead of a buff, but in any case she gets an increase in her attack speed as well by 25 and gains a damage immunity for 4 turns when her health is at or below 30%. Now in addition to this, she did get a rework recently, as you guys all know, with the whole FC Lepin debacle that happened during her banner. But in any case, if you are watching this later down the track, the big difference with her ability 1, which is Light of Purification for her FC variant, is this one gets a little special thing called reset. Basically this resets an ally's turn, and this can be done once every 6 turns. So keep that in mind when you are planning to use this, that it needs to go for 6 full turns before she can actually make this effect happen again. If it's not like within those 6 turns, basically she will just do a damage and the heal over time. So overall, it's pretty much the same thing as her normal variant except for that special reset. Now for the Blessing of Fairies though, this is something that has changed. So for the normal one, this is only going to be a 3 burst mana, wherein FC Lepin is going to be a 4 burst mana. However, the FC version will make it so that all the revived characters will have a damage immunity for exactly 1 time. So basically when they get hit by an AoE, they will survive, but the next one will definitely kill them off. And obviously this will have a higher burst, well, a higher percentage when it comes to giving the maximum health to all the allies that she heals. This will be 24% versus the 17% for the normal variant. Okay guys, so what are the pros for FC Lepin? Well, first of all, you gain access to stronger abilities without unlocking her potential. She is a legendary character, which means you do need to unlock her potential in order for her to have the full capabilities of all her abilities, right? So she also gets that turn reset on her ability 1, which we mentioned, and the damage immunity on all revived allies on her ability 2. And of course, you get extra stats by equipping that FC or Fate Core as well. Now, what are the cons of actually using FC Lepin? Actually, there's none. Just equip that FC Lepin Fate Core, because there's really no downside to equipping that FC Lepin, because it is above and beyond better than the normal variant. Now, there are going to be characters that will have so vastly different kits when you do equip their FC, their Fate Core. And I think sometimes the normal variant can be a little bit better, even though the Fate Core version will have a little bit more passives, but it just depends on what you need. In this case though, FC Lepin is just, again, above and beyond the normal variant. Alright, now let's take a look at some of the best party compositions or best characters to combo with FC Lepin. Now, I do believe FC Ulum, or just a regular Ulum, or actually any character that can block or has the passive block that can provoke the enemies away from FC Lepin, is definitely going to be helpful for her survivability. In all honesty, it is going to be more for her survivability rather than anything else, because she actually works well with everyone else. It's just that she needs to be able to survive in order for her to actually do her thing, because she's really slow. Like, she most likely will be having her turn last in the turn order. So yeah, she needs that to be able to survive and, you know, to get there. So in terms of surviving, Bathory is the best character to use because of Tranquil. Although some people might have thought that she would be replacing Bathory, I think Bathory is still a pretty good combination with her. And finally, on my third one, I put FC Iris because of that mana generation. Of course, if you do want to be able to use her revive, you do have to have enough mana for you to actually use it. And since she's a quote-unquote healer, she needs to be hit in order for her to actually gain mana. Or of course, since she is an ice element or frost element, if someone blocks, I guess she does gain mana from that. But in essence, if you really want to make sure she can use her revive ability, that is the best course of action by adding FC Iris. Alright guys, so we're finally at the end of this video, and of course I'll give you guys some gameplay while I give you my final thoughts on FC Lepin. Now, in all honesty, when I first reviewed, during my first impressions on FC Lepin, I honestly thought that she might change the meta because of the revive thing. However, I didn't really take in consideration how her awakening actually works. When I read it, I thought when she drops to a certain amount of HP that it would actually trigger, but no, that's not how it works. The mark has to be set and you need to be able to hit that mark. So someone in your team has to die first, right, before you actually be able to unlock her awakening. So basically what happens is someone in your team dies, and then you hit whoever kills your teammate, and basically you can activate the Harbinger of Awakening. And it's just a funny way to activate it, but that's just the way it is. She does get that damage immunity when she gets below 30%, but she needs to be able to survive a one-hit kill. If she doesn't survive a one-hit kill, well, she's dead. She dead. That's why Bathory is still a pretty good character in combination with her. Overall, did she change the meta? Unfortunately, she did not, because of Shufraken being in the team of mostly everyone who has Shufraken. You know, it basically eliminates her. It's like her worst nightmare of a matchup. So if there's an FC Shufraken on the other side of the field, it's pretty much guaranteed that she is not going to be able to actually do her thing, because the way the meta is right now, at least the time of this recording, FC Rera will, if you don't get sniped out in the first round, the next round she will definitely use her AoE skill, and if FC Lepin gets low enough, she will actually get hit by Fear of Abyss and ends up dying. And as you guys saw on the first set of the videos, basically she got sniped out real quick. Unfortunately for me, I do not have her limit broken all the way because I am pretty short on the holy water. So I don't know if she will be managing to save or to survive a snipe out like that. The way my armor cores work right now, I do believe I got her some fire cores, so increasing her damage reduction. I don't have enough to increase her block, but if your FC Lepin does get sniped out and they have Shifraken on the other side, she's not gonna be very useful. However, in saying all that, if there is no FC Shifraken on the other side, she's gonna be really good. Like, she's really good if there's no FC Shifraken on the other side, because with Tranquil she'll be able to survive. She has first aid, so she can first aid herself, so that is something going for her. So I do believe that she is going to be very good unless there's an FC Shifraken on the other side of the field. Anyway guys, I think I'll end the video right here. Please do remember to click like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help the channel, and I really do appreciate all the support that you guys give me. And of course, this helps with the YouTube algorithm as well. If you don't want to miss any of my videos, please hit that bell button. It does notify you if, you know, I do have a new video out. Follow me on Twitter and on Facebook at Munchkins Gaming. Leave down in the comments below what you think of FC Lepin. Did you think that she would be meta changing as well initially, and after playing around with her, you thought something else, just like me? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyway guys, this is Munchkins logging off. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next